Hey Stampers, Gainer again. Somebody sent me a link to a card, and this lady is called Stamp Your Art Out with Rachel. That's all I know. I don't know her full name, that's all I saw on the video. And she made a stretch card out of, it's American size paper, so it's 11 by 8 and a half, so she cut the paper in half to make two cards. And we've got different papers, and it's a lovely idea that she's come up with. If I remember, I will put the link to her video in the description bar below. That's if I've got a head like a sieve. But I've worked it so ours uses virtually all our cardstock as well. It's 11 and a half by 4 1/8, and you just cut so you can get two cards. And what it is, she wanted to showcase different types of designer series paper, as well as also make her card really pretty. And she did quite a few, basically with the one with the wine glass half full, I think, and then she did the others with myths and magic. But I wanted to turn mine in because I've, as you know, last week when I did my double Z-Bow card with the Santa's Workshop, I cut loads out because I did it on my brother's, not my brother, yeah, my brother's scanning kit. Because I don't have the dies. Fussy cutting for me is murder on my hands, for one, and also I don't like it. Well, I do. I don't like doing lots and lots and lots of it. So let me show you the card anyway. And it does fit in a normal size envelope. I will prove that to you in a second. And this is the card when it's closed. I've used another wobbly. He's just so cute. So she's not only showcasing the top piece, but she only did it with 2 pieces of paper. I'm doing it with 3, and she's called it a stretch card. I don't think that's very appropriate. I'm just going to call it a triple fold card, because when you stand it from the side, it's triple. There's 3 flaps. And the designer series paper is hanging over just so it fits. So you can see it's covered to lay on top of each other. And for me, another thing is, how is it going to stand up? So I put a little bow clip at the top, so when someone gets, and especially with Christmas coming up, you can open it out and hang it on a little nail on your mantelpiece or on your door even, so you'll see all of the card. I think it might be missing a little something down here, but that flap is covered with this then, and I didn't want to stick that on there because it would look silly with Mammy Claus and the little elf standing on top of a half of snowflake. So I think it's just cute. I'll open it this way so you can see. And so yeah, I'm calling mine a triple fold card. So you can hang it off your door, and I've added all these little elements of the Santa, and it's just so cute. But I will stamp a few. In fact, oh look, and it does fit inside a normal envelope for posting, because that little is only material, so that will fold in. So yes, it fits inside a regular envelope, and then when the recipient gets it, oh, I've just pulled the tab off. I'll stick him back. I will pop that back on. You can use a glue dot as well to keep it in place, but I thought my staple was shut, but it's not shut quite right at the back there. Can you see that? I will remove that staple and pop a fresh one in. Let me get my paper piercer, because I don't want 2 staples. And I thought I've got to have Santa on a wobbly again. He's just so cute. There we go, and so jolly. So what I did, I just used this cross-stitch ribbon, which is in cherry cobbler, to match the card. Popped it on the back. You could pop it in the front if you wanted, but I thought I'd leave the loop. Just going to close them together slightly. Grab my little staple. I've just put fresh staples in, so I'm thinking, is that right? It's not closed up properly. So, and what I'm going to do, oh no, it's closed up perfectly this time. I might get hubby. Let me just lay that flat. I'm going to use a block to make sure it's really closed tight over that ribbon. There we go. So now when the recipient gets it, they can hang it off a door and it looks massive. And yet it's all just come out of this tiny little envelope. I popped a bit of ribbon around there because I measured the two pieces and my tape measure said they were both exactly the same size, and it wasn't. It left a gap, so I popped a little piece of ribbon on there just to hide the extra bit of paper I put on. So yay, aren't they just the cutest characters ever? And with the Christmas coming up, and you could lay this flat. Look at that scene, it's just beautiful. So I'm going to swap up the papers. We're still sticking with cherry cobbler because I love cherry cobbler. I've got my ink ready. I've got my stamp ready. I've got my stapler ready. These are my cherry cobbler, and like I say, this is at 11.5. We literally only taken 1/4 inch off our cardstock, and it's cut down the centre at 4 1/8. I've kept the same with the wishes, where the wishes are going to go. That's going to go down here. I just think it would look just plain with paper. And I'm going to be using these stripes and these checkers. And these are all from the Festive Farmhouse. So my stripes are going that way this time. And it all ties in beautifully. So let's get our Simply Scored out. Whoa, let's pop this to one side. And I know the snowflakes retired last year, but I've got a full packet left and I wanted to incorporate them. So I'm going to score this at 2 7/8. I'm going to, oh, my pen's just moved in the way. 4 3/8. 7 3/8. And 8 5/8. There we have it. That's all it is. Beautifully done. So we've got 4 score lines, but we're going to end up with 3 panels. So this is the bottom bit of the card. So we're going to fold the valley fold, making sure it lines up. Oops. Making sure it's all nicely lined up. If your card isn't pushed into the corner properly, it won't line up. There we go. Get my bone folder and manipulate that down. Perfect. Then it's mounting. And again, making sure everything lines up. And then valley and mountain again. And your last mountain. What I'm going to do, I'm going to flip them over and I'm just going to secure them on the back as well. So this is the way our card is going to open out. Don't worry about that line there. It's because it's going to get covered in paper anyway. So isn't that cute? And this is your bottom panel. You could go ahead and add the mats to these. You would have to cut them slightly smaller. These are, this one is, just get rid of that staple, 2 3/8 by 3 3/4, and I'm just going to use a little bit of fast fuse for this. I always recommend starting at the bottom, working your way up. That way when you line your papers up you can get them perfect. And I'm loving this Santa's Workshop. I love this plaid paper, it's just gorgeous. So top and bottom, either side. I didn't want overly, oops. Oh no, that's pretty straight actually. I didn't want to show off way too much of the card because you've got these gorgeous flaps. And it just gives it, I've got a bit wonky-fied there, sorry about that. Get my heat tool later, I'll remove that panel and pop it straight. Then we're going to add our lines. What you're going to do here is you're going to get, these are cut, this one's cut at 4 by 4 3/8, and I've cut it too long. Or is this one for this one? I don't remember. Yes, this is your top one, sorry. Oh, I've done my measurements a little bit wonky. So it doesn't matter, we're going to have the stripes at the top and the plaid next to this one. So this is 4 and by 4 1/4. Oh, have I done it too long again? I think I have, haven't I? Right, let's get this measured first. Oh my word. Yeah, I did exactly the same as those. This is 4 1/4. Is it? No, it's actually 4 inches. Oh, why is this one longer then? Why is that paper? Look, because look how long this paper is. Yeah, look, 4 1/4. 4 1/2 that is. So I cut that to 4 3/8, and that was perfect. Give me a border. And this one is 4 1/4, so that's 4 that paper is 4 1/4. Well, well, I don't know. At least it's too big and not too short. So we will have our stripe at the top. I think one of them's going to fit. So that one goes on there. No, that one's going on there. And that one's going to be cut down. This one's fit. This is perfect. This one, have I cut them too long? Oh, this is 4 3/8, this one. And that is going to go on there because that's going to give me that gorgeous border all the way around. So that one's right. It's that one that's wrong. Let me just see. Dana's making boo-boobs all the time just lately. Where's my, oh, there it is. Losing my ruler as well. I need to fold. That's probably what I've done. I've left it out. So this is 4. So I'm going to cut that to 3 7/8. So making sure that's 4. That's 4 by 3 7/8. There we go. I don't know what happened there. So now this one is going to line up, and you're going to glue it on. I know why. I'm going along the edge. It should be this edge I'm dealing with, because I'm going to remove that paper and straighten that. So I've got a little border all the way around. So now we need to add, I'm going to add fast fuse to here. Don't go to the edge because I'm going to come down a little bit to there. You don't want to go to the edges because you can want that little border. So I'm going to add my fast fuse like that. Oops. And then we're going to take our paper and we're going to line this up here. Now. Let me get this straight. Oh, that's on the wonk. Come on now. Don't go making boo-boos again. It's fiddly. Finger fiddly. So I'm going to just line that up there. Now I've got it the wrong way. That's it. I'm going to just line it up with this side. Because I am going to remove that bottom paper. And then you've got it. You shouldn't be able to see your paper anyway. So that's for that one. And then this one is going to cover all the way down to this one. Do you get my meaning? So it's going to come down, leave a little border, and it's coming just to the edge of there. In fact, I can come down just a little fraction more, and that will be perfect. Absolutely perfect. Love it. So, again, I'm going to come, don't go all the way to the edge, because, and if you've got any overhang, please pull it over, because you don't want any glue sticking to the back. And come all the way up to the edge. That won't be coming off anywhere. So stripes this way. Oh, I'm all fingers and thumbs here. Let me turn to the side. So I need this. I think I need a weight on there. So I've got my border either side. It's all gone on the wonk, hasn't it? Yeah, slightly. I'm going to remove that piece. Oh, I'm a disaster today. I'm going to remove that piece later as well with the heat gun. So let me just burnish my score lines again. I should have used the tear and tape and lined it like, you know, like I have been doing. So I think I'll do that on the next one. I've got my half a star, which is going to get glued just under there. So it looks nice and pretty and in the centre. So I'm just going to add a bit of fast fuse here. I'm going to lay this on that bottom piece. So it's either side. And there's no glue showing. So there's our first flap. Love it. Love, 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 love. Then our characters will go in there. And I'm going to add some ribbon, I think, on there. Further down this time. And we need a little tiny bit for our pull at the top. So I'm going to have this going just around that border. Just slightly up. And I'm going to glue that on there. So I'm going to add a little bit of fast fuse. You don't want too much because... And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab that one, I'm going to just double back on itself. So it hides, so it's not touching any glue, so it doesn't get glued down to there. And on this one, where is it? I'm just using my embossing buddy. Right over where that glue was showing, and it stops it from being sticky. Look, now it won't. It just takes the stickiness off. So if you've got any bits that are sticking out like that and you can't cover them, just use your embossing buddy, and then that will fit there. And it's just covered the ribbon as well, so it gives you an extra added surprise when you lift up. That is so cute. Love it. Right, I will put them papers straight, like I'm saying, because I won't be sending out a wonky card. Right, I have in my printer, I have this. Somebody asked me if I could send her a picture of these. So what I'm going to do is now I'm just going to show you all the stamps that come in this set. This is from the Spirited Christmas, the snowman. We could use either of those actually. But I don't have any of these cut out at the moment, and I don't have the dies for those. So I'm just going to colour a couple of these up. And then I will, later on, once they're coloured, I will add them to the Brothers Scan and Cut, and I will cut them all out. So you've seen me colour this gorgeous snowman in loads of times because I just love this set. I'm using it in the dark of the lovely lipstick because I don't have the real red. And I don't want to do him in Cherry Cobbler. But I just love this little Santa. He's just so cute. And so easy. Look, I'm not even colour, I'm just drawing lines. Just going around the edges. and I like the scan and cut. Gives you a chance. You can cut them out with no border whatsoever, or you can have a 1mm, 2mm, 3mm. It's up to you. You can choose your border. I just adore Santa Claus. And I'm just going to colour in Mrs. Claus as well, and one of the little elves. None of this will go to waste. I've got a little cello bag inside here, and all my other bits are in there, so I am going to be using a few of those, but I just wanted you to see me colour these beautiful images. And I'm basically just drawing around the outside, following the lines, and then you can just fill it in. Don't have to be a good artist, just have to not be able to go over the lines. And it's just so simple. Love this colour. Just adorable. Love it. Isn't she so adorable? I'm going to grab one of our little elves here as well. I think when I did the last card I showed the whole sheet. I think I coloured it in about 10 minutes, the whole sheet, and it was done. And that was doing the presents in different colours as well. It's like, took no time at all. I adore this set. I might even use this set to make an advent calendars, you know, little boxes. Oh yes, that's a brilliant idea. So that's all the red done. I'm going to grab my ivory now. This is for the skin tone. My little ears. I'm doing it. Don't do her glasses. I'm even going to do some streaks in her hair, and I'm going to go over that with a different colour in a moment. Don't forget her hands. Oh, it's just so cute. I love it. Perfect. Isn't that cute? Same with Santa. That's his beard, by the way, not his face. There are his ears. There's his little thumb. And my little elf. He's so cute. Look at his dirty little hands. And with the blends, once they dry, you don't seem to see pencil marks. It's great. And to add a bit of colour to their faces, I just grabbed the pale pink pirouette, which is retired. And because I'm just adding some little circles of this pale colour just under their eyes. If I lift that up, you can see it's giving her a rosy glow, and on the little elf as well. Not so much on Santa, maybe just a little bit. Just go over his cheeks again and hers. They have dried really pale. And come back up. Let me just see now how I've added a bit of rosiness to the cheeks. It's absolutely gorgeous. And also, I'm using the dark crumb cake to add to those streaks in her hair. And I'm just going to go where I can see the white spaces. Perfect. Gorgeous. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. Grab my cherry again. She's got 2 little berries in her hair, and I'm just adding dots. Basically, that's it. And granny apple green in the dark for the leaves. Just adorable, absolutely adorable. And I've got a gold gel pen. So what I did with the Santa's buckle is I just painted it in gold. And on the little elf as well. And that is how I coloured my 3 little characters. So I will pop them, finish them off later and cut them out. So I've got all my bits here because I cheated. And I have the presents, the North Pole sign with the extra for the layering, my gorgeous little elf. The presents are going next to the North, and my Santa. Oh, and I was gifted these beautiful wobbles. They're just so cute. And you just basically peel off the backing. Oops. And stick that on Santa. Any way you like. And then it comes off then with another bit of backing. I love the way he wobbles about. It's just so cute. Oops. If I can get the end. There we go. Get my card. And I'm going to stick him on this side and to a little slant. Perfect. I'm going to grab some dimensionals. And I'm just going to pop 2 on the back of my sign. That says North Pole, and I'm going to layer that on top of there, and then I'm just going to add some fast views because I don't want everything popped up. Oops. So I'm going to add this down in this corner this time, and I'm just going to pop a dimensional on the back of the presents, maybe 2. They're going to go next to the North Pole sign because Santa's on his way to the North Pole to finish packing up those beautiful little gifts for all those children. And then we're going to add our elf. He's going on the inside with Mrs. Claus. So I'm just going to bend this up out the way. And he's going here this time. Well, he was there last time. And Mrs. Claus is just going on with a bit of fast views as well. And they're just happy to see that Santa is out there doing his job. You've got to have a little tail to go with these cards. I love it. Just love it. So what? There's nothing missing. It looks a bit bland, but never mind. So I'm just going to grab some very vanilla and I've got this beautiful stamp which is from Merry Mistletoe, and it says Christmas wishes. And if you forgive my slanted paper, which I will correct, I've had fun making these cards. I know a lot was just look how it's just beautiful. And I love the cherry cobbler ink. It's just clean and crisp, and it's so easy to clean off these red rubber. I love this. it's gone. It's gone. Look, I can even stamp that. You can't see nothing. It's come up crystal clear. Love it. So I'm using the Pretty Labels punch. Just going to centre this up and punch that out. And I've got loads left for other projects. I'm going to pop these on some dimensionals, and when I can find them, where have they gone? Oh, there they go. Slipping off my desk. 1, 2, and 3. They don't want to come off, do they? Oh, I love it. Love it. And it dries instantly. So this then is going to be mounted right here. And I've got these beautiful little gold rhinestones, and I'm going to bob just 2 either side of that beautiful Christmas message. Oh, I tell you what I have got. I've got this beautiful gem pack that come with Stampin' Up, and I'm going to add, whoops, when I fold this down, so you can't really see anything apart from these. I'm going to add a couple of snowflakes. I'm going to pop one here, and a little one then. It's just going to go about there. Just so pretty. I think that's it. I may even pull out one of these lovely little, one of the biggest Christmas trees, and I'm going to pop that on there as well. Everything's on the wonk. Perfect. Well, I love that saying, on the wonk. Well, there's my dimensional backings. So, the last thing now, there's a couple more things to do. I'm going to grab my little piece of ribbon. Just going to cross them over. And I'm going to have that, I'm going to staple that on there. Oh, that looks a bit white. That's it, straightened it up. And then I'm going to turn it over, grab my block again. I'm going to press that right down. So I know my little tab isn't coming off this time. So, oops, let me do it this way. So, this now is our card. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, I love it. Got my snowflakes. Right, last but no means least, I've got my little paintbrush. I did have, there it is. And my little pot of shimmer paint. And I'm only using the smallest amount that's in the lid. And I'm just gonna, I'm moving it round like that, so it gives me a smaller point. And I'm just going to do the top of where the snow is on the post. I'm going to do Santa's hat. I love the way they put his eyebrows in the rim of his hat. How cute. Just to add a bit of shine. I'm going to do his tush. Just gives everything a nice little glow when you add it to the light. And like I say, I'm barely using anything. I could have shimmered the whole card, but I think that would have been a bit too much. And I love this little paintbrush, it just adds the perfect amount. So I'm barely picking any up, but it spreads for ages. Just amazing. And I'm going to do the letter just where the white bits fall. Gorgeous. And now for my, I'm going to have to stamp that out. I don't think you'll see me, but I'm going to do it to Little Elf's hat. And a little bauble on the back. And I'm going to get this really tiny now. And I'm doing Mrs. Claus's collar and cuffs. And her apron. Anywhere there's white bits, I'm adding the shimmer. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. I'm just adding the tiniest little bit. Just got a tiny bit on her face there. So. I don't think that matters. Can you see that shine now? Right there. It's so bright in here today. Oh, I don't know if you can pick that up, but oh, there, it's just gone dim. The sun has just gone behind a cloud, so let's hope you can pick that up. There we go. On the top of the North Pole. And Mrs. Claus then, her little apron, look, see the shine. And the little elf's hat. I think that is just so adorable, and this washes off a breeze, an absolute breeze. With my cloth, it dries in no time, and I get to use this paintbrush over and over again. You can add water to the shimmer paints and make it go even further if you want, but look at that, it's clean, it's usable, and it's ready to go. So, not my idea, like I'm saying. The lady's name is Stamp Your Art, A-R-T, out with Rachel. And she didn't turn hers into a Christmas card. And I've used different measurements, as our cardstock is different. You know me, I like to play around myself. So, there we have it. There's my triple fold Santa's Workshop card. Is the one I made earlier. Just perfect. You're just lining these up so you can't see. See? Even that one's beautiful. So I will rectify my card because I don't want to send it out on the wonk. And I hope you enjoyed. I'd love a thumbs up and a share. That would be brilliant. I do post every day, so if you want to see what I make tomorrow, please press the subscribe button and then press the little bell straight away, and you'll be notified of all up and coming videos. Like I say, on a daily basis normally. But two beautiful cards, exactly the same, but just so different as well. Your choice of papers. If you've got two lots of designer series paper you want to showcase on a card, this would be perfect for that. So, thanks for watching. Till next time. Bye!